We started Dawson's backyard jump back in October, and it is now April. I thought it would take us a month, but it took a lot longer, and I'll talk about why here in a minute. So I did a teaser video a little while ago, and I was hoping by now that we could do kind of a full reveal and show him jumping it, but we are almost done. Like, we really are. We've got all the supplies we need. So I'm gonna walk you through the jump, what we've done so far, and how much we have left to go. And we're gonna start with the roll-in. That is one of the components that took a while. I had one of my friends who is a contractor build this. This was beyond my carpentry expertise. Almost anything is above my carpentry expertise. But this is built to, last. And it is, Dawson, how high is it? How high is your platform? Okay, so it's 13 feet high. And then of course it goes up from there. So the decking is 13 feet high. And we got 16s for these 4x4s and put them 3 feet in the ground. And it's amazing what the cross bracing does. This thing was pretty shaky until we cross braced it, and now it is super solid. And so there's the actual roll-in. And my friend who did this did an absolutely amazing job. Like, this thing is so solid. So of course we painted the top of it to keep it weather resistant. Okay, Dawson wanted me to make sure to say he painted it, which is true. So the bottom is dirt, and that allows Dawson to sculpt it so that the transition onto the ground is smooth, because you don't want a rough transition that'll take down your speed. And then what we did here was we actually put about a 1-inch gap so that when the rain comes down, which we'll get a lot in the summertime, it'll drip down before it gets to here. Now, what we're also going to do, and we got this idea from a friend of ours, is we're going to put carpet over the dirt. So underneath this tarp is dirt. Let's take a look at it. I'm not going to pull the whole thing back, but there's the dirt. And so we're going to put this carpet down and just roll in over the carpet. And what that does is it prevents you from having to put a tarp over it every time you're done using it, because you don't want the rain to erode the dirt. And so the carpet will protect the dirt. And you know, the carpet still rolls pretty fast. I don't think it'll take down his speed. So we're gonna walk up this thing. I'll show you what it looks like from the top. Okay, so we got the steps, really nice handrail. I didn't even think about the idea of the handrail. My friend who built this did that, which is a great idea. So here's the deck. So we built it pretty long. So there's plenty of room to get a good pedal stroke. Nice safe rail up here at the top. And Dawson's long-term plans are to build a flat drop off of here. So put a pile of dirt down there and then build a flat drop, so you can kind of start from the diagonal here and then just go and flat drop off of it. So for Dawson, this is a roll-in. For me, it's a treehouse. I sat up here last week and edited a video on my iPad, which was awesome. And so there's a really good view of the yard. There's my kayak hut. And Dawson's gonna build me a smaller jump at the bottom so I can roll in and not hit the big jump. So speaking of the jump, let's go take a look at the jump itself. So here's the jump, and it's 5.5 feet high. And this was actually the first thing that we built. So I think this was the first video that I made, which I'll link below, of us building this thing. And again, got some friends of mine to help me. So Dawson painted this with a good outdoor paint, and we did like a texture. So I don't know how this shows up in the video, but there was this kind of like sand texture. Actually, the paint was really thick, and then you use this special roller to make it textured. And so it's got a lot of grip to it. So if it's really humid or wet out, Dawson can still jump. All right, now let's go take a look at the roll-in, because this is something that has been taking forever. And one of the reasons this is taking so long is because Dawson is an absolute perfectionist. So this was just a big blob of sand. So we got fill dirt. So this is what's used around this area for fill dirt. So it's a mixture of sand and clay. I would say it's mostly sand. And the nice thing about it is when we get just tons of rain, it's not going to really get eroded. So when we were at the Santos Fat Tire Festival, Dawson got the idea from Cam Zink. We talked to Cam for a few minutes We got the idea of doing sandbags. So Cam said that the sandbags can keep the mulch from getting washed away and pushed away as he lands. And so we got the mulch a couple weeks ago, and we're just about ready to put the mulch on. So we're going to be filling sandbags tonight and probably for the next few days. So Dawson, you want to come talk about the sandbags while you're doing sandbags?
So like Dad said, we got the idea for sandbags from Cam's Inc. What he had in mind for our jump was a little different. I think he was thinking of a bunch of mulch and then sandbags to contain that, like a ton of sandbags. What we're doing is a bit different. It's sand on the bottom and then mulch on top of that, and to contain the mulch, we're still going to use sandbags. So what we're going to do is we're going to have this outline. We're going to put 2 on top of it, so it's going to be triple layer sandbags. And to get the sand for the extra bags, we're going to dig in the center, so it's going to even make it deeper. The mulch is going to go into, so it can be softer. And we have a lot of mulch, so it needs to go somewhere. So the reason why we're using sand, like he said, it handles water really well. But also it's very soft and very forgiving, so even under the mulch it'll give a little bit and add that extra bit of comfort. I mean, it's terrible for packing. I mean, it doesn't pack at all, it just goes to pieces. But I mean, it handles water really well, and I'm not landing directly on it. We're putting mulch on top of it, so I'll be landing on that. So it actually seems to be working quite well right now, and it should work good when we put the mulch on top of it. So we originally were not going to get the sand. We just had 2 dump truck loads of clay/dirt. But when we put the ramp next to it, we found out quickly that it was definitely not going to be enough, because like it was, the ramp was even with the landing. And I don't want that, because basically when you're doing tricks, you're going to crash eventually. You're going to want to bail off your bike when you're learning new tricks. And if the landing and the takeoff is even and you're going up here, that's a harsh landing. But if the landing is up high and the takeoff is down low, you'll just go right up to it. So it'll be a very soft and short drop.
And in case you're wondering, no, the jump is not going to go there. It's portable. So we're going to put it pretty close to the step up. I mean, it's a trick booter, so he's going to go high, not far. And that's why we made it portable, so we can kind of move it in and out depending on, you know, how it goes. We really don't know how far or how high Dawson's going to go on this thing from the roll-in, but we just put it over there to kind of get it out of the way. So I'd say it's probably going to go about 4 feet from the step up. I wanted this vlog to just be an update on Dawson's jump, since we haven't been able to put up the final video. So hopefully that's coming real soon. We really are almost done with this thing. I hope to show him jumping really soon, and I know Dawson's really stoked. And by the way, this COVID-19 issue, as bad as it is, has given Dawson a lot more time to work on this. He's made a ton of progress. He has spent hours shaping this jump, and he's ready to get practicing, because he wants to start doing slope style competitions as soon as he can. So this is how you do it. This is how you make gravity in Florida. Build a big roll-in with a big jump. And Dawson is really the only person in the area that's going to go big on this thing. I don't think very many people are going to jump this unless they have proven their skills and I let them do it. So anyway, if you're ready to see Dawson jump on this thing, give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.